Good morning and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Rejuvenation Intense Mode, No Items Let's Play, and this is part, I believe 54 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. So I guess with that out of the way, we shall continue on. I did battle the other guys off cam before recording just to get them out of the way, so yeah. Okay, second to last and by the window, let's do this. Big bro moment. Give me a second. What in the world is Nunya business? I don't know why I've always thought that was pretty funny. Alright, so time to find out what's logged in these databases. A library as grand as this one must have, that doesn't say must have something interesting. First, let's see what they have on Madam X. And enter. A lot of weird options here, but they do have an article on Madam X. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading through them. I don't think there really is much of interest besides Madam X Criminal Leader, but I do like reading just in case if there's anything kind of hidden. Let's see what we've got. Leader of the criminal organization of Team Zen, her whereabouts and goals are often speculated but not confirmed. Any further info on them is scarce. Madam X is still at large. Scarce is right, they have nothing about her here. Is there really no information about her anywhere? This is a waste of time. Let's try this again. It might be crazy for trying this, but... Crossing my fingers, sorry. Huh? Only one article, or only one entry. That's really surprising considering the word interceptor isn't really that rare. Huh? That's weird. What's this icon at the end of the result tab? It sorta looks like... And just what are you doing? Oh, honestly, there's no need to scream so loudly, and there's no reason to sneak up on people either. I've been standing here for at least 5 minutes. What do you want? I've been thinking about you for the past 10 minutes. I've come to the conclusion that you and I would make the most efficient power couple this region has ever seen. Not romantically, of course. Money is always first. Business partners, if you will. Join me and help me dominate this world with our incredible amount of partnership and money. No. Well, it was worth a try. I must say that you are turning down quite the opportunity though. I always try to give to the poor, but they are never willing to take. It's that disgusting pride they all have, it's holding them back. That's pretty ironic coming from you. Wait a minute, I recognize you now. You're the one that got my friends kicked out of this place. Oh, Arrow and Hugh, they're not worth the time and energy to fuss over. They'll come crawling back as if nothing ever happened. It's a common trait between bugs like them. Don't you dare talk about my friends like that. Yes, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just what are you doing on this computer? Let me see. Hey, that's none of your business. Just who the hell do you think you are? Oh my. Trying to get into a restricted article I see. Trying to get kicked out yourself? You're doing this all wrong. Here, this is how you do things. I'll log you into my account so that I can access the article. Wait, what? I said I'm logging you into my account so you can view the article. I think I read a few lines earlier wrong. If I did, sorry. There's everything. Finalize. Read to your heart's content. It really is unlocked. Yes, that's what I said I was doing. Can't you listen? I just don't understand why you would help me out. There are 4 things I value in this world. Money, my family name, my company, and my intellect, not my intellect, sorry. When I found you, it looked like you were actually trying to learn something. That's far more than what other people can say when they walk in here. All they want to do is pass some exam and forget all of the information. But you're different. Learning actually matters to you. You could say that trait of yours captivated me, so learn, do whatever you must. Hey, what is it? You're a genuine, um, meanie, I don't know. But thanks. No problem at all. What was your name again? It's Malia. Right, Malia, I shall not forget. What on earth is this feeling in my stomach? I feel weird. Is it because I helped someone out? Oh dear. Lucille, this is Thomas. Schedule a doctor's appointment immediately. I feel like there's something very wrong with me. A mess. That's what he is. Anyway, there's no way this is true? What? What is going on here? I've got to go tell Aaron what I found. I kind of really wish that they would let you read the article, but like I get it. Like they kind of want to give that mystery behind the interceptor, but I've always wanted to read the article. I don't know why. Sorry for the pause there, but anyways, Aaron, there's something I have to tell you. Huh? Isn't that the same box from the theater? It's the same type of box, but it's not the exact same one from before. Some SPU delivery man dropped it off here. It's for the both of us apparently. What's inside of it? Nothing but a note and 2 medallions. As for the note, it says, find the one with the truth somewhere in the library. We have to find someone. Apparently so, they probably know what's up with this box business. This is weird, but I guess I'll look for someone. Malia, you said something you had to tell me. Thank you for reminding me. While I was upstairs, I was researching something somewhat unrelated. Have you ever heard of the Interceptor? I can't say that I have. Why? Back in the alternate timeline, Madam X called Arrow the Interceptor, but she wouldn't tell me what that meant, and Arrow wouldn't say anything either. I kind of wish there was a scene that Malia actually decided to like talk to us about the whole Interceptor thing, and we just kind of like had like the dot and kind of like walked away, similar to like Nymeria asking about us being addressed, you know. I think that would have been kind of cool to see within the game, but I get it. Oh, that's me hitting my light off. Sorry, I thought I was having a power outage again. Anyway, so I decided to take things into my own hands and do some research. What I found was quite shocking actually. Can you stop talking like a clickbaity news site and just tell me? Right, well the term interceptor in this context comes from Garuthan culture. The interceptor is someone who intercepts the phenomenon known as Fate's Passage. Fate's Passage, I've read about that before. It's the belief that everything in this world already belongs in the world to already written I can't read. World belongs to an already written destiny. Everything we do was already predestined. Correct, but the interceptor is the one who lives outside the law, the one that intercepts fate's passage. But that's not all. According to the page I read, the interceptor is usually called upon the universe when the world is in immense danger. When this happens, the being is brought into act as the judge of this world. They're sort of seen as a latch. I can't read. Let's try that again. They're seen sort of as a last-ditch effort. The Interceptor has the ability to send the world into peace or destruction, all up to the mercy of them. The page also explains that there are usually weird phenomenons surrounding the Interceptor. Sometimes they know things when they shouldn't. They appear and disappear as if they were just an apparition. When I read that, it reminded me of something that happened on Valor Mountain. Arrow was thrown into a pit of lava. There's no way they could have survived it. But then out of nowhere, Arrow appeared as if nothing happened. And then again, in an alternate timeline, Arrow took the full blast of Melanie's attack. It should have obliterated them, but they appeared moments later without a scratch. That also reminds me of something Alita said. She said when Arrow was with her in Karados Mountain, they vanished. I'm sorry, I suck at reading. It seems like I twist around words here and there lately. I'm sorry, I just suck at reading. She couldn't find them no matter how hard she looked, but then one day they just up and appeared. I'm sorry, there's a lot I have to think about. Go ahead and find the individual spoken about on the note. Will do. Malia, one last thing. Yes, what is it? Do you trust Arrow? With all of my heart. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here right now. I see. Carry on. So, if I remember correctly, that is the maximum point you can get with Malia. Because surprisingly, you can actually get like 4 things. I think you can get something that like, I can't trust them. And then something else that's like neutral, something else that like gives you some points, and then that's what gives you the most points, saying like with all of my heart, I trust him with like everything pretty much. So we did good so far to get that then. At least I'm pretty sure. I guess I could actually just check the phone. Yeah, give me a second. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I just kind of wanted to see that because I was curious. Yeah, here it is. 0 rep points. There's no way I can trust them. Or there's no way I can't trust them at all. And that's -6 for Aaron. Malia, I can't say much about them, but they haven't been horrible to me at least. So I guess with Aaron, that's neutral. The next one, I do trust them, is +2. And if you have rep points, I guess greater than 45, with all of my heart. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here right now. At least I'm pretty sure that's a greater than sign. Am I being stupid? That's totally a greater than sign. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, cool. I'm just double checking. Do you happen to be the individual who knows the truth? Are you the one the puppet master told me about? You know the puppet master? Then that means defeat me in battle and you'll find out the truth. Alright, I'm ready. Let's do this. Big bro moment. Just go for a turn. I guess I just could pause. Give me a second. Alright, so got through that. Thank goodness I can go home now. Anyway, here's the truth. Bring the nightmare medallions to this library at midnight tonight. Bring the medallions to the library at midnight. Why? But why? I don't know. Good luck doing that. The library's closing tonight for some weird reason. We'll think of something. Thanks. Excuse me. Could you come here for a second? I'm very sorry for bothering you, but are you friends with Aaron? Oh yeah, I am. We're working together on something. That's a relief. Aaron's finally found a friend. Huh? Am I missing something? Aaron's been sort of a regular guest here at the museum. Every day she'd walk in here, go up those stairs, and read alone. It was really strange to me at the time. I'd ask myself, doesn't she have any friends? So one day I went and asked her if everything was okay. At first, she tried to shoot me off, but I'm a persistent gal. Eventually, she became annoyed to the point where she opened up herself to me. It turns out Aaron's peers bullied her to the point of depression. Hey Aaron, why are you so smart? Only nerds are that smart. Who dresses you? Your mother? Careful, Monica. I heard Aaron doesn't have a mom. Boo-hoo. I heard she doesn't have a dad either. Can you believe that? What a loser. Hey Aaron, where are you going? Don't leave without us. Chase her. Oh, Aaron, stop crying. It was only a joke. What would your mom say if she saw you like this? Your dad would probably off himself before admitting you were his daughter. Oh look, it's Aaron. How many rocks can her big head take before it cracks open like an egg? Let's find out. Please stop. Please stop hurting me. I don't even know how to say that. Reside. hurt from people she turned the books, this place was often a haven for her. I knew Aaron seemed sort of an introvert. I read that weird and wrong. Let's redo that. I knew Aaron seemed sort of introverted, sorry, but I never would have thought it was the result of bullying. She always has this hardened attitude filled to the brink of confidence. In that regard, I was jealous of her. Sometimes all that can be a show, or perhaps that's just what her past turned herself into. But I'm glad she found someone as nice as you. Thank you for telling me all of this. No problem. Please look after her. I will. Aaron. Aaron. Give me a moment. I'm writing down my thoughts in my notebook. Alright, what's up? Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. I just wanted to tell you that I found the truth about the box. Excellent. Before that, can I ask you a question? You know what? I'm gonna ask anyways. We traveled through time. That was the past, correct? Yeah, I'm positive about that. Why are you so sure about that? Is it because Spacia and Tempa told you it was? I mean, yeah, but the whole thing with Sheridan and Vivian. I see. If that's the case, then things are starting to fall into place. You figured something out? I think I figured something out for a while now. I just needed a bit more info before I could confirm it for myself. Of course, nothing's really confirmed. It's mostly just conjecture, but what is it then? Tell me. Not a chance. I'm not going to say a thing until I'm 100% sure if it's correct. Besides, if I just told you what I thought, you just blindly follow them or follow what I say. Get your own theory before looking at mine. I'm assuming all of your thoughts are in that notebook. You've assumed correctly, but don't even think about looking. I'll be taking that. Now about that truth you mentioned before. We have to come back here with those 2 nightmare medallions at midnight. Midnight, huh? Sorry. Alright, guess we gotta be here at the time then. But how? I heard the library is closing today. What? The library is usually open 24/7? That's weirdly inconvenient. Whatever, we'll just hide here until everyone leaves. Where are we going to hide? Leave that to me. Big bro moment. See, wasn't that easy? The people here don't really care. They nonchalantly, I think I said that right, check if everything's turned off and then leave. How do you know so much about this library, Aaron? Let's just say this place used to be my second home. You learn a few things when you're here all of the time. It's just about midnight and we have the medallion, so guess we should take a look around. Gotcha, I'm right behind you. Huh? I think this is the reason why we're supposed to be here at night. Well, let's go. You want me to step on that thing? Yes, that's the whole point. Now let's go. Okay. Where are we? Not the library, clearly. It's a whole lot of nothing to the right, to the left. It's possible we could have fallen into some other dimension. I don't think it's another rift, but it's giving me sort of the vibe, or sort of the same vibe. If the truth turns out to be a whole lot of nothing, I'm going to be upset. Aaron, what is that? You're asking me? I have no idea. Big bro moment. Aaron, don't do anything silly, just run. Where are we running to? Does it look like I know? Just keep doing it. I don't know, think we're moving anywhere. Or I don't think we're moving anywhere. Yeah, we're not. Wait, now we are. Run as fast as you can. I can see a light, let's head towards that. We're heading in the right direction. I can't read. We're heading in that direction anyway you dolt. Just a bit farther, come on, almost there. For a moment. What just happened? I didn't dream of that, right? We certainly didn't dream that, I think. Actually... You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna keep that to myself. I don't know. From time to time, like I'll think of like really like weird theory stuff. No, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why I thought of that. But we seemed to have someone. I can't read. But we seem to have somehow ended up in the restricted section of the library. Right, we're running from that thing and now. Yep, and now we're not. Didn't that scare you? Why are you acting so calm? I've dealt with worse before. That was child's play. I see. Malia, take a look at this. It's another package from the Puppet Master. Let's take a look. Aaron, I'm not so sure we should be messing with these things anymore. Just look at what happened. That stuff isn't normal at all. So, we haven't been doing normal things for some ages now. Why stop here when we're on a huge lead? Good point. Huh? Talk about huge lead. What's inside? There's a note and 2 tickets to the Grand Dream Ball. The note says the real truth shall be made during the climax of the Grand Dream Ball. What's the Grand Dream Ball? You know how Grand Dream City is doing its Dream Festival? When it's a smaller... I can't read. Well, it's a small dinner that's a lot higher... Well, it's a small dinner that a lot of higher officials get to attend. It's super formal, everyone has to show up in formal wear and everything. Well, if we're going, I'm going to need to shop for some formal wear. Nonsense, I have something you can wear at home. Only thing is, it takes place immediately after our matches at the tournament. We're gonna have to book it if we're gonna want to make it on time. If we want to make it on time. It'll be a tight fit, but maybe we could fly there on Happy. That's fine with me. Or maybe you could go all golden and teleport us there. I clearly know that's a joke, but it's frustrating to think about. I've tried activating that light multiple times. I thought I could maybe bring back Venom with it, but it just won't come to me willingly. It usually only happens when I'm in a dire situation. That's useless. Yeah. It's kind of interesting though, because like... I mean, I guess you could call the Alita situation a dire situation, because like, I mean, she turned into a dimensional rift, so... Never mind, I guess I get that. I was just about to say, was the Alita thing really that dire, but now looking back at it, yeah, I would definitely say that was pretty dire. Never mind. Oh, it looks like there's one last thing in the box. It's actually for you, Malia. For me. Yep, this file, it says Project Rapture on it. Does that name ring any bells? I can't say that it does. I didn't mean to skip that, sorry. Let's see here. Project Rapture. Malia, are you doing okay? You're trembling. It can't be true. This has to be a lie. I refuse to believe this. Hey, relax. If you yell, you might get us caught. Give me that file. I want to take a look at it. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Alright, prepare for me to screw up a lot of sentences. This project is ranked S in confidentiality. All info included in this file should not be disclosed to any storm chaser besides Jenner and Karina. Project Rapture is the process of deceiving Malia into joining the Storm Chasers. Professor Jenner shall be given the snack machine by Eradicated. He is then to notify Team Zen of Malia's presence at Goldenwood Forest. When this happens, Malia is to escape Goldenwood Forest and return to Eastern City Laboratory. Professor Jenner would then send Malia to Route 2, where Spacia and Tempa would appear before them. They will give the offer. Karina's position is to distract any companions of Malia. Anyone who decides to aid her shall be thrown off the main path. We have entrusted the TM Rock Smash to her for this very reason. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I kind of realized you can't really read the bottom part, so we'll just stop right there until I can read it. Project Rapture Confidentiality Rank S. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Storm Chasers is the name of the group you were a part of in the past, right? That's correct. I see, which means that this file, The file is about me, it's about the event that started all of this. Team Zen did plan to pick me up when I turned a certain age, but it looks like Spacia and Tempa took this opportunity to manipulate me. They somehow found out about Team Zen's plan and flipped it on its head. They pushed me into a corner where saying no wasn't an option. They made it look like I had a choice, but I didn't. It was all a game to them. Looks like my dad was in on this as well, but read the last few lines. The following info should not be disclosed to Professor Jenner. After the project is complete, eradication of Professor Jenner's status shall proceed. More info shall be noted in this file, Project Eradication. So they were just using him to get closer to you. Once this plan was completed, they plan on getting rid of him, and in Spacia and Tempa's eyes, that can only mean death. He knew too much. I bet they were happy when they found out Crescent already took care of him. And then Karina somehow... And then Karina, someone who I thought was my friend, was in on it too. She even knew they were going to kill my dad, but she went through with it anyways. What is this information doing here? How could the puppet master get his hands on something like this? How many more lives have been fed? I think I read that all wrong, sorry. All this time, everything I've done was exactly what Spacia and Tempa wanted. They played me. I hate them. Let's calm down a bit, Malia. I understand your frustration and anger, but you already cut ties with them, right? I wonder if this is why Crescent went rogue. Did she find something out she wasn't supposed to? Did they plan to get rid of her at some point? Let's not jump to conclusions. We can do that once we gather our thoughts. For now, we're done here. Let's get out of here before we're caught. You're right. Getting dumb over this is dumb. I think I read that wrong as well. Sorry. But before we go, can we visit just one more place? Seriously? Where? I want to visit the arena they have here. Fine, let's make it quick. I think we've already overstayed our welcome as is. Well, we're here. There's nothing really special about this place. Why do you want to visit this place? This place. I think that was supposed to say was meant to be my gym. I did not mean to skip it, sorry. This place. I never took you to be the studious type. This place was reconfigured for Lavender's taste. But if that day never happened, this is where I would have been a gym leader. Do you know what my dad said to me when I got accepted into the league? He said that he would be my first opponent. We were so excited. It was his idea that I joined the league. He said it would open up so many opportunities. But then we got all mixed up in Team Zen, and apparently he was also a storm chaser. He got caught up in both and died for it. I'll never know his reasons for doing what he did, but there's one thing I know for sure. He died trying to do the right thing. He tried to help us out when he was in the worst possible position. He put us before himself, and for that I will be eternally grateful. My one regret about all of this is I didn't even give him a chance to explain why. I was so blinded by rage. I was arrogant and stupid, and I thought of everything in a black and white perspective. You're either with me or against me. What a joke. What was I thinking? I made the biggest mistake of my life, and now I can't take it back. And isn't that the beauty of life itself? What? Mistakes build us into better people. If you never made a mistake, you wouldn't grow. Some mistakes are bigger than others, yes, but there's no use in feeling bad for yourself. What's done is done. The best we can do as people is to try to be better because of all of that. Besides, we both read that file, right? There was something in there that didn't add up. There was? I don't remember reading about making you a gym leader. You said that was his idea. Yeah, what about it? Well, if he was so loyal to the Project Rapture bullcrap, then why would he go out of his way to do that? Again, this is conjecture, but I believe he had his own plan in store for you. He wanted to make you strong so that you could follow your own destiny, so that you wouldn't fall into the clutches of Team Zen or Spacia and Tempa. I see. Thank you so much for bringing that to light. I understand now. And listen, I'm not your dad, but if you want, I could be your first opponent. If that makes you feel better, that is. Aaron, but I'm not a gym leader. I don't. So? Have you ever played pretend? I mean, honestly now. I'm ready whenever you are. Aaron. Okay, I accept your challenge. Then let's start already. I guess I'll just keep everything as is. Now listen, I'm not a trainer. Don't expect some impressive fight on my part. All that matters is that we're here willing to do this. That's all I could ever ask for. Yeah, on guard and all of that. Alright, I guess Fire Punch. I guess not. Please wake up. This is actually kind of scary. Of course. I can't really switch into anything. Well, I lost, I think. You don't even have Air Slash anymore. Interesting. Okay, we might be able to bring it back. Don't you have Quick Attack? Yeah, okay. I can go into... Probably you. You probably have Night Slash though. I'm just gonna play rough. Of course. I love this game. I'll just take the L. I don't care. It is... I don't even know what to say to that. Let's see, Sludge Bomb. Plus, I don't think I even saved for a while. I don't care that I lost. I mean, that flinch and crit really sucked a lot, so... Actually, I might be able to sweep. Of course. Okay. Just hopefully it doesn't get a crit or anything. What do you still have? No, I can't win because you have Sucker. Never mind. What's important is that we had fun. Isn't that what people say after they lose or something? It sure is. I don't think battling will ever be for me, but I will admit that I did have some fun in that fight. Thanks. Aaron? I don't really have many opportunities to feel this way, so whenever I do, I don't know how to act. I don't understand. I never had real friends. I never had real parents. I never had a real life of my own. I just did the same routine over and over. But all of that changed when Alita appeared. Suddenly it feels like I'm finally a part of something. Something that gives me my life some sort of worth and meaning. I just wanted to say that I appreciate you all. You, Hugh, Lavender, Venom, Arrow, Alita, Cannon, everyone that's been with me so far. Thank you all for breaking me out of my own prison. We'd be there to break you out no matter what. Because now you're part of our group, our family, we have to look out for each other. Because when we are out fighting evil, there won't be anyone but us. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Malia. Sometime after Alamissa Urban. You do... That doesn't say do. Let's try that again. You would do well not to speak out of line. Ren, where are we? Weren't we in that wrecked city? I'm not exactly sure. There was a bright light and then... Don't ignore me. State your name and your business here in Avium. Geez, you want my social security too? I gotta keep some secrets. Speak out of line once more and I shall cut off your head. Listen, there's no need to be so violent. We're just as confused as you are. do you happen to know where we are? We just were in Alamissa Urban. Alamissa Urban, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm the one asking questions here. Hazuki, what's going on? Lady Anju, please excuse me, I was just taking care of the anomaly I mentioned. You mean the ones that fell from the sky? Do my eyes deceive me? Is that Arrow back there? What, you know Arrow? Wait, you're friends with Lady Anju? Please forgive me, or please pardon my transgressions. I didn't know you were friends with Lady Anju. Lady Anju, I'm not fit to be your protector. With the order, I shall take my own life. Wait, there's no need to do something like that. Agreed, there's no need to be so formal. Hazuki, you're a protector of Avium, just like myself. You don't have to protect me. But it's my duty. I understand. I shall do better next time. That aside, Arrow, what are you doing here? I thought you returned to your own time. Returned to their own time? Wait, you don't mean they've somehow traveled backwards in time? Oh, I see. Well, let me explain. So, okay, what are we doing in the past? My head is hurting. It must have been that bright light we saw. After that, everything went blank for a few moments and then we woke up here. Oh dear, this sounds very troublesome. If I'm understanding correctly, you all haven't come here on your own choice. No way. I see. Well, that's a problem. I would take you back to Kyugerin City, but that was an earthquake. Why was it so strong? Arrow, things haven't been going so well here. It began with a small weather abnormalities, but now it's turned into periodic tremors. I think it's periodic or parodic? Something like that. Some of them have been so strong that the ground has opened up. I was escorting Lady Anju in... That doesn't say in. Anju to Hiyoshi City, but we were interrupted by a large magnitude and great white flash when we came around. A rock slide from Mount Valor blocked off the way back to Kyugerin City. So unfortunately, going back is no longer an option. However, I believe there may be someone who can get you back to your own time, well, in no time. Lady Anju, you don't mean... Yes, we shall bring them to Lady Nymeria. If anyone would know what to do, it would be her. Come now everyone, Hiyoshi City isn't far from here. Hazuki, let's go. Of course, Lady Anju, lead the way. Or let me lead the way. So, are we just gonna follow them? What else are we gonna do? Stay here? Arrow trusts them, they seem to be nice people, and it's not like we have anything else we can do. I don't like that girl with the sword, she's mean. She was just doing her job. You're the one who tried to be smart to someone holding a weapon. Not one of my brightest ideas, I admit. Well, if we're gonna follow them, we probably should get going. Yep, lead the way. Alright, so... let's continue on. I am actually going to catch you. Because in the past few videos I've watched, the one guy that I got some advice from for a couple of the intense mode battles, I noticed that he used, or he or she was using Rabombe quite a bit, so I'm gonna capture you. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I noticed that they used it quite a bit, so I should probably capture that. Steenie, I don't think I'd really ever use you. Is there anything else cool here? Let's find out. Again, I don't think I'd ever use a Steenie. Camera up, I already got one. No, I wouldn't really use that. I probably have a lot of Pokemon that I wouldn't really use, but I guess there's really not much else besides those guys. Yeah, I guess not. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, there's nothing there. Okay, is the mansion still here? It is still there. Oh. I'll take a Steelix. I feel like an Earthquake would take it out though. That's the issue. I guess I could throw an Ultra Ball at it. Let me pause real quick. Alright, so... oh, sorry. My pause and unpause button is 3 and 4, so... we'll just call you I don't know. Because I don't really know what to name it. Alright, so let's keep going. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Welcome to Hiyoshi City, everyone, capital of Avium region. Of the Avium region, sorry. Huh, so this is Hiyoshi City? Huh, it's quite nice. Hazuki and Anju, welcome back to Hiyoshi City. I am at your service. Hey Cannon buddy, what are you doing here? Did that flash bring you to the past as well? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you've mistaken me for someone else. I'm certain we have not met before, as I've never forgotten a face. Huh, what are you talking about? Dude, it's me, Hugh. I don't think he remembers you, Hugh. I don't know who you've met in your time, Hugh, but Cannon here is Nimra's assistant. But Cannon in our time looks just like him, sounds like him too. What's going on here? I see, you say you've met me in the future. I suppose that's not entirely out of the question due to certain circumstances, but be as it may, this is not the place to discuss such things. Hazuki, if you will, escort these guests into Nimra's quarters at once. As you wish, Canon sir. My thanks. So, that wasn't the Canon I knew. He looked so much like him though. I wouldn't worry too much about it, Hugh. I'm sure Nimra will have an equate... I think that says equate? Or adequate? Something like that. Answer for you when we meet her. Hazuki, please lead the way. At once, Lady Anju. Alright, let's see, I know there's some items here. Can't you buy... Yep, citrus berries here. Buy a few more. Probably should buy a few more of these. That should be good. That kind of reminds me of the Gardevoir battle is coming up. I'm gonna safely assume Chesto Berries is literally to help with that battle because all she ever does is just put you to sleep. I do have an interesting idea to go against the Gardevoir. I don't know if it'll work. I know I want to use, whatchamacallit, a Snarl Houndoom, because I know that lower special attack, I think that can be useful. Actually, real quick, what are you? Not bad if I want to go for like a physical attacking one. I guess I'll take that, that's not terrible. You, I guess it's not terrible as well. I mean, 20 speed isn't bad. The special attack is meh, but of course, I'm more than certain you always get perfect IVs with this guy, so that's a good thing. I'll probably go for, probably like, what, max HP, max attack is probably what I'm thinking. I don't think I'm gonna go for a fast, Sylveon. I'd rather have a bulky offensive one, I think. But, I mean, we're not at the Gardevoir battle yet. I don't want to worry about that. Let's get through the story, because I want to get to a certain point, and then we can kind of just stop there. Please follow me through this building. Nimra's apartment is just through here. Who's my whittle Flareon? I suck at reading. I guess that's just him trying to sound cute towards him, I guess. You are. Who wants to explore the past with you? You do. You're such a dork, you know that? In the best way, though. I can't help it that my Flareon is just so cute. I do appreciate your love of Pokemon, sorry. It's nice to know that there are children out there who truly still love their Pokemon. I flipped around the words again, I'm sorry. After all, battling is only one part of Pokemon, but Azuki, please proceed. Nimra's house is kept hidden for a reason that are confidential. However, just because you don't know about something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Oh, sorry about that, I got a text. Everyone, please follow me over to this corner. Return. This wall looks and feels like a regular wall, but if you push with a little bit of force and... Let's go, everyone. I'm sure Nimra's awaiting our arrival. Actually, that reminds me, the Pokedex. So, I want to see if I'm right. I know I'm not going crazy. I know I have a game that, for whatever reason, it says I've seen Xerneas. And I have a sneaking feeling that it's going to appear once you talk to Nimra. Let's see what happens. So, is this Nimra here? Or sorry, is Nimra here? She should be. Hazuki, could you fetch her for us? That won't be necessary. Lady Anju seems she's on her way now. Sorry. Company, welcome. Yes, welcome. Nimra, it's good to see you again. It's good to see you too, Azuki. I've completed my task. Lady Anju has been safely escorted from Kyugurin to Hiyoshi. Thank you very much, Azuki. You may go see your date now. It is not a date. I am simply speaking to someone. You're gonna be late if you keep trying to clarify. Yes, I shall be on my way. Now for all of my precious guests, what can I do for you all today? So you're Nimra, huh? Yes, that would be me. You have a very interesting apartment. I know, it's kind of a mess, but I'm a messy person by nature. What's a broke artist to do? I can't clean up yet. I have projects I have to start and never finish. You can say that again. So you're an artist? What do you do? Paint? Sculpt? I gotta make money somehow, you know. Being an artist technically is my main occupation, but I'm more of a self-imposed vagabond? What does that mean? Or vagabond? Let's see. A person who wanders from place to place without a home or job. Having no settled home. Oh, okay. Gotcha. This is my primary place of residency, but it wouldn't be unheard of me to catch me and say, Hoenn, Johto, Sinnoh, that's my favorite. Visiting ruins and seeing old cultures makes me happy and makes me feel nostalgic. Ruins make you nostalgic? That's a first. Anyway, we're sort of on a predicament. In a predicament, I'm sorry. I don't know why that didn't click with me from the beginning, I'm sorry. A problem that expands across time, I guess. We were thrown into this time without any way of returning. You wouldn't happen to know a way back, would you? You were forcibly thrown into this time, sorry. If something like that were to happen, it's because time itself requires you to be here. That's just the way it goes, so it seems. So you're not gonna help us. It's not that I won't help you, but if you all just continue your lives here, eventually a way back will be presented to you. Do you understand? So we just gotta be patient then. That's very correct. I gotta admit, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. If that's the case, I suppose I could get more intensive help. Cannon, could you please come here for a moment? How did you just appear out of nowhere like that? That was so cool. Master Nimra summoned me, that's all there is to it. What can I do for you, Master? Master, what's going on between you two? I am Nimra's humble servant. My sole purpose in life is to serve her. After all, that's why I was born. You were born to serve? That's kind of harsh. No matter how many times I tell him he doesn't have to serve me, he won't listen. But that's why I was created in the first place. All I know is to serve. This must sound very weird without context, but Technically speaking, Kanan isn't exactly a human being. I was a being created by Garufin's spell. I'm what you would call a maid, however, I'm sort of a special case. I was created with a personality in mind, and therefore I didn't come out the way I was supposed to. This is not something that happens very often, it's a rare occurrence. I'm not sure how to reply. A reply won't be necessary, I was simply explaining my origin. Nymeria, an interesting bit, but it seems that Hugh here knows me from the time he is from. Does that mean anything to you? It's nothing we should try and wrap our heads around now. As for why I called you here, you would like me to find a way to send these people back to their home, correct? You're always one step ahead of me, Canon. That's exactly it. I shall search for an alternate passage through time, though I must say this task definitely is on the more difficult side. I must ask that you forgive me, it may take some time to accomplish. Of course, thanks, Canon. I bid you all... something. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that. That's still so freaky. Like Canon said, there's going to be a bit of time before anything turns up, if anything does at all. You all are welcome to rest here until that time comes. Oh my gosh, thank goodness I was ready to pass out. I guess we could use a bit of rest. Nymeria, there's a matter I wish to speak to you about. It's about Vivian, isn't it? I already know. I don't wish to speak about it at this time. Understood. In that case, I shall take a stroll through the city. Okay, I'll be here as usual. Please make yourself at home. It's very relaxing to just sit at home and paint your troubles away. All of us having something we want to run away from, but sometimes that something is just too fast. Our past comes to catch us eventually. Alright, and... piss. Well, that's kind of a bruh moment. Then... because I know, like, I don't have, like, debug at all, like... but, like, why for V12? Because, like, I know I got it in V12. That's when I first seen it. But why? What triggered that to happen? Because I know for a doubt you don't just find a Xerneas in battle in the wild or something random. So, like, why would that happen? Again, I'm still firm on the theory that I had beforehand, and I'm sure there's possibly others that had the same thing, or same thoughts as well. That I do believe that Griseldia is the Giratina, or some way, shape, or form related to Giratina. Indred being the Yveltal, Nymeria being Xerneas, and all of that. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just still stuck on that. The symbol, these are the keys from the Reborn region, isn't it? Nastasia gave me a whole crash course, about that place. Maybe one day I'll get to go there. That'd be kind of cool if there's a small event with Reborn, because I know they brought Reborn region, or Reborn gym leaders to Rejuvenation. It'd be kind of cool if there was like a side quest saying that some Rejuve characters went to Reborn. That'd be kind of cool. I feel like I've seen that symbol somewhere before, like in one of my old novels or something. Still, it's kind of spooky to look at. These pictures are kind of weird, aren't they? They kind of look like they tell a story, but I'm not too sure how. Oh, those pictures? It seems that way because it does tell a story, a bit of a long one. Oh, could you tell us about it? I'm really curious. Oh, I suppose that can be done. You seem reluctant. It's okay if you don't wanna. No, it's okay. It's a story that should be told. It's not exactly a happy story, but it's a story. Or, it's a history, sorry. Would you like to hear it? It's a long story, but I believe we have time. Listen in. Okay, let's begin. Actually, what are we? We're at like 54 minutes. You know, no, I want to read this, get a little bit farther in the story. I want to stop at some given point. Um, so yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, this is the story of how the world came into being. A tale that tells the base of all of life, good and evil. In the beginning of time, there was a single deity, a being so powerful and great the light itself would bend at its appearance, at its presence, sorry. That being was a kind and benevolent spirit, but it was also very lonely. It wished for companions to love, creatures that would flourish under its light. Because it demanded it, a woman and man were born into the world. The deity thought of the man and the woman as its own children. Proud of its creation, it bestowed the gift of intelligence. Alongside intelligence, they were given free will. Everyone loved one another. The man and woman married and lived their lives under the powerful deity's protection. Life was a paradise together. The man and woman would build a family and lead the way for the rest of humanity to prosper. After this, the deity created humanity and wished to bring a new life, life which would stand equally to humans hand in hand. Using its powerful light, it created new beings. They were all different shapes, sizes, colors. They were perfect. The deity named them Pokemon. Pokemon had wondrous abilities. Some could shoot fire, some could control things with their minds, some could generate water, some could even create imaginary worlds and illusions. Their god's creation soon flooded their gates. From the north, the west, the south, and the east, all were welcomed. All were precious beings that were given life. That's how the woman saw them. But the man, no, he thought differently. We don't need Pokemon. Humans are the superior beings. Why allow Pokemon to wield such power but us humans cannot? Why do you put us below Pokemon? You've made a mistake, Father. The deity would not succumb to the man's anger. Pokemon and people are one and the same, equal beings that both roam the earth in unity. So, I will get into probably some theories here and there throughout this text. I believe that this all started the Garufin company or corporation, however you want to word it. It's not necessarily, I guess, what's the right way to put it? I don't know if Indred is like the leader or the boss or the one that started the Garufin thing, but I believe with him, let's just say he did create that. With him doing that, I believe he was trying to find ways to pretty much like one-up Pokemon with the power of technology in a sense. So he could have an advantage above Pokemon in a sense. Possibly, it is kind of a stretch, but it kind of makes sense. Because the technology that they have is very, very interesting. Kind of like with the one like robotic Pokemon stuff, and even with the one yellow submarine or white submarine side quest with Volta, there's a the one area once you get the tower thing puzzle done with the keys, you go in there, fight a few of the robotic clay dolls and all of that, however you want to word it, and apparently there's like that machine in there or whatever that's giving all of life to that certain area, and if you was to like destroy it and all of that, then all of life there would pretty much be done for, because I think it would like drain the water and all of that, or have some sort of effect with all of that. So yeah, I don't know, that's kind of how I feel. I don't know where I was going with that, but or at least I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah. But it kind of seems interesting because like let's just say if Vitus is the creator or the boss of all of that, then it's kind of like, where does Addressed and oh, what's her name, starts with a letter V. Valera, I believe is her name. It kind of makes you wonder, like, where did they fall into this? I don't know, kind of just something interesting to think about. The man rejected this notion and decided to lead the woman and the deity forever. The woman tried to persuade the man to stay, but he wouldn't budge. His stance was unshaken. He would not allow his former god to ruin what he thought he had. Not long after, tragedy struck. Out of nowhere, a meteor struck the deity, splitting the being into three. The meteor dragged one of the fragments far away. The second fragment was mortally wounded. It could not hold its form for long. I think it's also really cool because, like, when it said like the meteor brought the one to the one area, that has to be some sort of connection with Reborn. At least I think so. If that's the case, I think that's really cool that they kind of have that connection there. If it wasn't really meant to be, then oh well. But I think it is meant to be with the meteor bringing that one down because of the one area. So we'll see though. It eventually disintegrated and fell apart. As for the final one, the last fragment took a new name. It is what we know today as Arceus. Although it survived the impact, it was greatly weakened. Arceus agonized over the thought of future dangers that may befall his children. Therefore, Arceus made a decision. Arceus told the woman, "I cannot stay the way I am for much longer, but I shall grant upon you a final gift. An object that will act as the conduit between life and power. An object that will bend the world to its owner's bidding. Take it and store it away. Until then, await my reawakening. I leave the world in the hands of you all, my beloved children. I shall be watching." And thus Arceus formed itself into an object we call the archetype. It was the embodiment of Arceus' love, a physical manifestation. The man and woman knew if its existence was found, it would only create chaos. Both of them took the archetype and sealed it away. They promised that they would not use it, the archetype, for their own selfish desires, and rested peacefully awaiting the day that Arceus would return to its people once again. Though the two created their pact, it was broken soon after. The man grew lustful for the archetype's power. He stormed the woman's castle. He demanded that the woman surrender. The woman refused and locked in combat with the man. This feud began the first Pokemon War. When other regions gained knowledge of the archetype, they joined as well. One war became two, two became four, four became 8. And before long, the entirety of the world had been nothing but pain and suffering. The woman, now queen, and her son, now a knight, fought for the safety of all beings. All who entered the castle fell to the knight's hand, but even then, the effect of the war pressed down deeply on the woman's heart. Countless lives lost for nothing more than lust for power, The war was at a standstill. At this rate, the entirety of the world would soon be nothing. Tired and determined, the woman took matters into her own hand. She decided that she had enough. The woman made her way to the castle with the past behind her. She could no longer look back. The deaths of her family and friends pushed her forward. Her resolve was all that she needed to make the final move. She took the archetype and gave her wish. "Bring this war to an end. Give us the power we need to stop this." Her words echoed throughout the sky, and finally the archetype responded with an empty glow. The archetype did something the woman did not expect. It had seemed as though her wish backfired. Suddenly the humans began to evolve. They became stronger and more intelligent. Pokemon fell in power and humanity began to overwhelm them. Like I brought up with the whole Griffin thing, I think that connects more with this when it said that, they became more powerful. I think that's more so from a technology perspective, and maybe some of them have gained, power as well. Of course, as you've seen, and not addressed, I guess addressed is probably powerful in some way, but Indra definitely isn't normal. Same with Nimra, they are extremely powerful, so I think that kind of fits into that idea that I had earlier. And humanity began to overwhelm them. The woman and her son were pushed back into their castle. Her son fought valiantly, but he succumbed to his wounds in battle and perished. The man presented a sword to the woman in mockery. The woman had given up, hope was lost. Her beloved god had betrayed her, her husband turned on her, her only child was killed in battle. As she surrendered, a bright flash of light enveloped the sky. A man named AZ from a far-off region had fired the ultimate weapon. Its purpose was to destroy all sides of the war, and that it did. The blast was so strong that it pierced the sky and flew into space. The blast then rebounded back, made its way back to Earth, In the light of that confusion, the woman pulled back her bow and shot one final arrow. And the blast from the ultimate weapon ended it all. Holy crap, I'm getting chills. That was an awesome story, Nimra. Yes, it truly is something. The event described in those paintings, did it happen to be the Great Pokemon War? Yes, I'm very impressed by your knowledge, Reina. Although the first Pokemon War was mentioned, I never mentioned the overall event it grew into. Did you paint this? It looks like your style. What it grew into. Wait, what it grew into. Maybe what's about to happen now. No, take that back. Because there was a story thing, like she battled with those double swords or whatever it's called. But then again, that I'm sure they had like a few more battles like here and there. But I don't think it's referring to what's about to happen now. I think what's about to happen now is kind of like what the one bookshelves were talking about way back when with the whole marionette situation. I think what happened within those books with I guess all of them fighting and all of that is what's about to happen here, I think. Or maybe I'm forgetting something, or maybe I don't remember the book clearly. I may have to go reread that actually. But anyways, yep, one lonely afternoon turned into a bunch of paintings. That seems to happen a lot around here. Stop doing that. Forgive me, I find too much joy in your screams of terror. That's so mean. Canon, have you found anything? Please forgive my incompetence, Lady Nimra. I was unable to complete my mission due to interference. Interference. It's quite embarrassing, but a certain individual seems certainly fond of me. At every turn, they were there to stop me in my tracks. And of course, I don't exactly have a way of defending myself. That is troubling. I can't have you being stalked by some creep without any form of protection. Please take this Salamence. He is my dear friend. He shall protect you. I am honored, Lady Nimra. I will guard this beast with my life. In that case, I shall be off once more. I don't remember V12 they said it was a Salamence, but I'm glad that they say it in this one. It's kinda just cool to kinda hear. Wait, Kanan, could you give us some info on this shady person? Yeah, maybe he can help. Maybe we can help in some way that way we wouldn't even need you wouldn't even need protection. I appreciate the sentiment. The fellow was very particular. He had tech I have never seen before, and it looked like he was levitating on some piece of metal. That sounds a lot like that guy from Alamissa. Canon, where was the last time you saw this person? It was on Route 5, but I doubt they're still there. They've been tailing me for a while. I'm certain they've relocated. I actually have an idea I'd like to present. Perhaps I can act as bait. Out of all of the options, it seems that this one gives the highest chance of success. I don't really approve of you using yourself as bait, but if you think it's effective, please do so. But of course, be careful. Of course. I shall be waiting at the central square. Alright everyone, we're moving out. Let's catch this person. Please be careful, things seem to be getting strange. big bro moment. I don't know why. I've always loved this scene. Addressed? Is that you? Addressed, it is you, isn't it? Don't you remember me? Address, wait. I don't know, I've always liked that scene. But one of my favorite scenes though is about to appear, which I kind of want to say before we get to that because I want to start off with that. Because finally with V13 coming out, I finally understand the conversation, and I'll give an explanation about all of that, so but we'll get to that when we get to that episode. This is going nowhere, why won't this guy show up himself? I wonder what Hiyoshi Pass looks like. All of a sudden, it seems like he's no longer interested. That's a little annoying. I was so looking forward to kicking his butt. Is there anywhere else we could look? He's somewhere in this time, right? That means he has to be somewhere. The main part of the city is blocked off due to the festival preparations, but there is a shuttle that takes you to the most northern part of the area. Yes, that would be Hiyoshi Pass. One of us could perhaps check out that area. Maybe Arrow. If anyone finds that guy, I bet the one who could stand up to him would be them. Huh? Arrow? Sure, that sounds like a good idea. You built yourself a really impressive reputation. Then it's settled, Arrow. We'll visit Hiyoshi Pass. Good luck, Arrow. Remember to scream really loud if you find our guy. Save real quick. And I guess we'll do this. Azuki, my darling, I'm finally ready. Thomas, I thought you were going to abandon me, but I am glad I was wrong. Why would I abandon you? A Blakery never falls back on their word. I know, it's just that I'm so caught up in protecting others that I forgot that... I don't know, I'm an idiot. No you're not, sorry. You're my sparkling water sunshine. Sorry for the pause there. You're always off doing your duties protecting people, but who will protect you? That person's going to be me, understand? I'll be there for you, my flower. You'll protect me? No one's ever said that to me before. Thank you for your words, Thomas. They brighten my day, but I have to go now. I have duties I must attend to. Leaving already? Aw, that's a shame. I get it though. You're a hard-working woman. Let me at least give you a little kiss before you go. I love you. Goodbye, Thomas. Goodbye, sunshine. She's gone. You can come out of hiding now. Did you put the tracker on her like I instructed? Yeah, like I said before, a Blakery never falls back on his word. It was easy. Girls like her are too easy. You just tell them what they want to hear and they're yours. But what about you? Did you do your part? Of course, your father, Mr. Blakery, is no more. The Blakery fortune and company is now in your hands, Thomas. Nicely done. Just to make sure we're clear, if I see you again, I will kill you. You told me that last time. I got it. Good. Let's go. Well, we won't be seeing each other again, Mr. Blakery. I feel bad for deceiving such a pretty face, but hey, I may end up marrying her and merging fortune with mine. Only one thing left to do. Okay, I'm saving here. This was way longer than I wanted it to be, but I'm glad we're at this point. Like I said before, let me slow down here. And I want to walk for this. I don't know what it is. This is easily one of my favorite scenes within the game. I don't know if I give it my favorite scene. Probably, honestly, probably top 3. Maybe top 5. I know my favorite scene is all of the protagonists within a school with the Nightmare Realm. I really love that scene. Especially with the battle with like the other protag that you do like against your own self in a sense. Well, not really your own self, but you get the point. So yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll end the video off here. Thanks so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next episode. Good morning.